I am back with the car video, and today's topic is New Year's resolutions suck, or better yet, if you're waiting until January 1st to start, you've already failed. Let's talk about it, because I could very easily be seen as a hater. You're a hater. Why would you say that? Now I have to wait until 2026 to start because you already ruined my year. You already ruined my plans. So here's the thing. And this is getting closer to January 1st. I wish I could have put this video out sooner, but whatever. Take this with you. In fact, okay. This is procrastination. You're literally putting something off that you could start today. Simply put, all right? And that's why the gym, not literally, but let's pretend it is, the gym is most full January 1st, and it's the emptiest January 2nd. Now, obviously, I'm halfway joking, but, January 1st, best believe the gym is going to be packed. It's going to be packed. And the reason why there's going to be such a fall off, I believe, I was thinking about this, is because there's more pressure. There is more pressure. And anybody can do something on one day. But to show up the next and the day after, the day after, the day after, that's different. Because that is not your lifestyle. Okay? It takes it's an occasional thing. Like, you may not always go to a particular restaurant or park or whatever. You may not be up for it. But you could do it on one day. You know, you could do anything on, it's just one day, man. Just one day. Just go to church for one day. Come on, go see your aunt. It's just one day. You can muster up the energy to do that. But in this case, you're mustering up motivation. And motivation is bullshit. If you have to rely on motivation, you're not going to get as far as you would if you rely on discipline. Okay? And that's coming from somebody who struggled with discipline, who struggled with starting and stopping many times over. Some things I got right. Some things you can't pay me to get off the horse. All right? So when it comes to things like fitness, for example, I don't need to get motivated. I just do it. It's like brushing my teeth. I put enough time into it that it's more painful for me to not do it than to do it. And so, speaking on what I was alluding to a little bit earlier, pressure. You put a lot of pressure on yourself, and you could just feel it. It's so tense because it's not just you; it's the person beside you. It's a collective thing, you know. You make these you have these conversations, and you kind of like make these pacts with your friends and your family, and you say, we're gonna quit smoking. We're gonna quit smoking January 1st. And truth be told, even when you're addicted to smoking cigarettes, you can get through a day. You know, it's not going to be a happy day for a lot of people. For some, it's like, I'm really doing it. I'm really doing it. The thing about January 1st, as I was just talking about, like putting pressure on yourself, January 1st is actually one of those days where it's like not a lot of pressure because a lot of people don't really have to go to work. It's a party thing. So for somebody who, I'm not smoking cigarettes today, but you had a few cups of wine, you know what I mean? So that'll take the edge off you. January 2nd, you gonna drink some wine again? Maybe. You gonna get drunk again? Maybe, you know. And so you don't even really have to face the decision that you made until a later date. And that date will come, And then, I'm talking about the pressures of life, and January 1st is definitely one of them days where, although you may put pressure on yourself with your resolutions, it's a chill day. It's a celebration. So when life comes back, when you get back to reality and the stress is hitting you, then you're going to rely on those things you were using to get through the stress. And so now your go-to is to smoke cigarettes. But it's too early in your development of quitting. For a great deal of you, I say most of you, it's too early in your development of quitting. You don't have any go-to tactics. Your tactic was smoking, and it hasn't been replaced with anything. So I would say, in that regard, if you were going to quit smoking, some people have done it cold turkey. Like, I'm not trying to put her business out there, but my mom is kind of like one of the she's kind of the least disciplined person I know. But she was addicted to smoking cigarettes, and then one day she just like, I'm not going to smoke no more. I don't even know if it was a New Year's resolution. It could have been. I don't know. But, she hasn't smoked a cigarette for as long as my daughter's been alive. That's 6 years, and I think maybe 8, 9 years. I'm going to ask her in a little bit. I'm in front of her house. But, man, it just goes to show. But, you kind of want to implement some tactics. What I was going to say is, as you prepare to quit from something like smoking cigarettes, you start incorporating things that will inevitably fill that void. You know what I'm saying? It's like you got the substitution ready. You got your backup plan ready. You know what I'm saying? So you're replacing that with, working out. I don't necessarily want to say going to the gym, because that just puts a barrier between you and getting your goal. So I just say working out, because you can do that at home, at the park, So you start incorporating things like that. You start incorporating more time on the arts and crafts, maybe even the video games, whatever it is, something just to keep you active, the journaling, whatever it is that will allow you to stay active, so that when you're ready to make that shift, you make that shift. Or otherwise, you can be right back to it. You can be right back to smoking cigarettes. You're not going to have your morale. And it's not just about cigarettes, but this is where we are right now. Your morale is going to be low, and you can be a little gun shy when you talk about your resolutions in the future. You're not going to trust yourself. You're not going to believe in yourself. And just one more thing before I bounce. We put a lot of pressures on ourselves because we tell other people, like I kind of mentioned earlier, what we're going to do. It's lip service. And so, like, when you tell people what you're going to do, what happens is the celebratory part of your mind gets activated. So, like, you already feel like the goal has been accomplished. You know what I mean? I could hype myself up so much right now, I feel like I won't need to do anything. I'm going to make $1 million by tomorrow. I'm going to make $1 million tomorrow. Come on now. I got $300 in my bank account. I could buy those Jordans. They cost $295. What? I'm going to be a millionaire. Come on, man. It's all good. It's already taken care of. The universe is going to help me. Why should I have to help me? Nah, I don't have to help me. I don't have to do anything. Nothing. I don't have to pay rent no more. Pay rent. Why would I pay rent when I'm going to have a mortgage next month? It's going to be $40,000 a month. I have $1 million coming. Probably already here. Probably need to check my bank account right now. It's probably $1 million there just because of the universe. All right. So I say all that to say, start today. Start small. Start with nobody looking, with nobody knowing. That's how you make your greatest resolutions. Every time I told somebody I was going to do something, and it's not just about me, many people do this. Every time I told somebody I was going to do something, I didn't follow it through. It's like I wanted people to throw a party for me before I even accomplished anything. You know, you want the award before you even earn anything. And that's a telltale sign that it's not going to stick, because the reality of it all is that the reality sucks. The reality is reality sucks, and that you will suffer. Somebody told me that you can't suffer and practice self-love at the same time, which I immediately destroyed. That's bullshit. And I'll tell you why. It's because working out is self-love, but you literally suffer to get stronger. You literally break down, you literally tear your muscles to get stronger. Quitting smoking is self-love, and you will suffer with withdrawal. Okay? You will suffer. You will have an attitude problem. You will lose your appetite, or whatever else comes with it. You're going to feel empty. You might feel a little bit lost, because that's what addiction does to you when you try to step away from it. Okay? Self-love at times could be packaged like punishment. It could be packaged like torture. Just like vices can be packaged as virtues. That's the world that we live in. Okay? It feels like a virtue to buy a prostitute, but it's a vice. It's not real love. You know? The same thing with gambling. It's not a virtue. It's only a virtue when you win. Other than that, you look pretty foolish. You know? So, please, start today. In the dark, in the depths of your mind, with all despair that you're feeling, with every bit of disgust that you have, just start. Use every bit of frustration, whatever you may be going through, as a means to transmute. And I hope this helps. Happy New Year. Glad you made it. And I'll be talking to you soon.